winning buys on Subaru.
Inexpensive and built to stay that way.
Journey into the fascinating world of magic. Omni, the New Frontier. Sunday at 8:30 on KPTV 12, Portland.
From the Portland Sports Arena, this is Portland Wrestling. Brought to you in part by Marv.
The nucleus of the Army, which has been spreading over the last years, Rip Oliver, and the Playboy, the General Buddy Rose.
First of all, Oliver and I want to give a big congratulations to the man that did what I've been doing for the last 6 years. Matt Bourne ran Steve Regal out of the Northwest. Now, I was always the man that was stuck in the ring to run people out of the ring. I wanted Matt Bourne on my team because I knew he could get the job done. You said he'd either take on Rose or Bourne. Regal did. And Bourne didn't say, we'll draw straws, we'll do this. Bourne just stuck it out while I was in Atlanta with Oliver and said, I'll accept the match. That's called guts. That's called a man, and he's on my side. Oliver's on my side, and I only team up with men. Speaking of teaming up, remember that tournament in Atlanta? Piper wasn't in the tournament, but he was there. Why wasn't he in the tournament? He heard Buddy Rose was going to be in the tournament, and he canceled out. Now, I go chasing him, and the man runs. Piper, that's not guts. That's just showing what you really are. You don't come back here to get me, do you? We don't see Roddy Piper here, and when I go there, you disappear. Show some guts, man.
Frank Bottom, but we got some guys right here in the territory, some mean men. Rocky Johnson, Keen Parson, Hack Sawyer. You know, Hack Sawyer's wearing that belt around his waist. I've been after him and after him. Every town, Tacoma, I beat him right in the middle, 15 minutes, 1, 2, 3. Pendleton, Oregon, I beat him right in the middle. All the people up in Pendleton seen how I did it. I beat him in Salem, Oregon. You were sitting at ringside. You seen it, 8 minutes, 1, 2, 3. Hey, boy, put the belt on the line. What have we got to do to get you to put the belt on the line? Anybody wants a chance at the tag team championship belts, they got them. We'll put them on the line anytime. We always have, and we always will. So get off yours, boy.
Hogan wants a title match. Bourne wants a title match. I want a title match, and Oliver wants one. Why do we want one? Because Ric Flair, the world's heavyweight champion, is coming to the Northwest, and if he's still the champion or whoever is at that time, we'll be facing our top representatives from the West Coast. Well, I think that Buddy Rose should get a chance for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Why? As you know, Bottom, Flair and I both, under the tutelage of Vern Gagne and Billy Robinson from our amateur backgrounds, came out of Minneapolis, and he went to the East Coast and I came to the West Coast. We both have bleached blonde hair. We both wear robes. We both make big money. We both got all the women. We both are winners, and we both control the area we've been in. Well, we've never met in that squared circle, and they're talking Johnson. They're talking Hack Sawyer, the champion here, should wrestle Ric Flair. Well, I think that Buddy Rose should beat Ric Flair, and I'll tell you what, I would even go out on the limb. I would even go as far as if I couldn't beat Ric Flair and walk out of that ring with the title, I'd leave the Northwest. You heard it right here. So, another thing, Hack Sawyer, the little midget champion that we've got, I got a new name for Hack Sawyer. It's Mr. Bill. Why do I call him Mr. Bill? A few people were real quiet when I lift him up over my head. Everybody's screaming, but I can hear him going, and then I tossed him across the ring. You know, Hack Sawyer was in a car accident, and he totaled his car. You heard that through Don Owens. I heard about it. Well, Hack Sawyer, if you want to get from town to town, just get under my arms, and I'll launch you into Salem. I'll launch you into Eugene. I'll toss you to Seattle, because that's what we're going to keep doing, is tossing you from ring to ring until you drop that belt. We want some championship matches, right, Matt? Bourne, myself, and Oliver. Let's get some respect.
That's the Army, Rip Oliver. A heavyweight champ for the Pacific Northwest, Hacksaw Sawyer.
Thank you very much, Frank. You know, I'm not going to get out here and yell and scream like everybody else has tonight. I'm out here for one purpose, you know. The World Heavyweight Champion's coming in. Ric Flair, you know, it's an honor of any man's life, any man's opportunity, any man's goal in life.
is to become the world heavyweight champion. And to get off just subject just for a minute, Frank, you know, earlier I was watching in the back there Rip Oliver and Playboy Buddy Rose coming out here saying how much of a chicken, how much of a closet champion I am. Well, I've defended my belt more than 1 or 2 times, and I don't have to get into that. And the world heavyweight champion, Ric Flair, you know, it's a dream of a lifetime. And I understand Don Owens, Elton Owens, Dutch Savage, all the promoters tell me I'm going to have to defend my title 1 more time before the world heavyweight champion gets here against Playboy Buddy Rose, Rip Oliver, Matt Bourne, Dizzy Hogan, Stan Stasiak, or Chung Lee. Well, I'd be more than happy to defend my belt 1 more time just to prove to all the people in Portland, all the people all over Portland, east, south, north, west, I love them. They've helped me keep this belt. They're going to help me keep this belt longer. And with all the help of all you people out there, I will hold this belt, and I'll be the #1 contender for the world heavyweight champion, Ric Flair.
Thank you very much. Hack Sawyer, the champ.
Got flying head scissors. Takes Stasiak to the mat with a hold. Sandy Boy.
Would it be possible for me to come out here today and wrestle Buddy Rose? I've been having a little bit of an argument with him, Don, and I was wondering if there was any chance that I could face Buddy Rose here on TV today.
Kurt Hennig has requested that instead of wrestling Stasiak tonight, that he's been having a beef with Buddy Rose in several of the towns over the week, and he'd like to change this bout and wrestle Buddy Rose. It's all right with me. You mind, Stan? See if you can get Rose out of the dressing room up there.
Rose on his way down.
The new kid on the block wants to challenge the bully on the block, and Stan Stasiak don't mind to step aside. I'll come in and show you made the biggest mistake of your life.
Okay, it's all right with them, but it's all right with me.
Stan Stasiak. I don't care who I wrestle. And I'll tell you, I'm not sure that he doesn't just as well take his chances with somebody else. Young Kurt Hennig, fine wrestler. We've told you about he being from a great wrestling family. Larry Hennig is his father. In his interviews, he has alluded to the fact that he goes more for speed. His father, well over 300 pounds, I understand. Still active is Larry Hennig. This is Kurt Hennig, who has challenged and is going to take on the Playboy. The Playboy, who's kind of started a tradition of wearing the jogging suit or warm-up suit around and into the ring. We got double main event on tonight's card, incidentally. Rocky Johnson and King Parsons going to take on Rip Oliver and Matt Bourne. Try to win a chance at the title. Flying body press. 1. Arm drag slam by Hennig. Parsons and Johnson hoping to beat Oliver. And Bourne get a shot at their title. The other of the main events will be Hack Sawyer defending his championship against Dizzy Hogan. If Sawyer is successful in keeping the title, he will get the shot at World's Champion Ric Flair, who is coming in April. Sandy Barr is the third man in the ring. Working a wing lock. Kurt Henning. Kurt with a C, U-R-T. Against the Playboy Buddy Rose. Unusual, the young man new in the Northwest making the challenge saying, I want Buddy Rose. I want him right now. Not saying, can I get him and thereby get on the main event somewhere. Saying, I know we're wrestling the first bout of the evening. If he'll come out here, I want him right now. Well, Buddy Rose has answered that challenge. When you're the top gun in the area, you almost have to. When the young man wants at you, good move. Arm drag slam. A takedown by Larry. Check that Kurt Henning. Week from tonight, as the vacation draws to a close for the kids. Don Owen throwing another kids night. Week from tonight, that's next Saturday, kids night. Youngster in with each paid adult admission. And if you got a couple kids and you have to come by yourself, Dad, or Mom, that's okay. I usually let you slide by. Wing lock, turning it over one time. Working the armbar, Larry Henning. Judo chop misses. And he turns it over one more time. Henning from Midwest, about as Midwest as you can get almost. Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Buddy Rose showing some of the moves that got him where he is, but then rolling too far. And Henning comes up with a hammerlock. Henning with the hammerlock. The Playboy from Las Vegas, Nevada, high roller. Has been ever since he got into wrestling and got the wherewithal to complete the dreams that he always had. Well, we got amateur photographers working down at ringside now. See a security man going to chase him away. Dangerous place to be, especially looking through the lens of a camera when things are sort of out of perspective. Somebody gets thrown through the ropes, crash right into you. It's happened more than once. And that is the reason that anytime you go to wrestling, they will ask you to please stay in your chair. Don't get up around the ring. It's a dangerous place to be. Hammerlock worked by Henning on the Playboy. Looks like the Playboy might be dyeing the roots of his hair black. Trying to put double hammerlock on him, looks like. Not only trying, he has done it. Both arms in a hammerlock. Henning gives him a lift and another. Snapmare. Elbow drop misses. And another misses. And still another. Arm drag slam. The Playboy pounded hard into the powder blue canvas. Ric Flair, the heavyweight champion of the world. Won that title recently from, I'm not sure if he won it from Harley Race or from Dusty Rhodes. I believe it's from Race. At any rate, he has won it and has held it. And we figure that there's a good chance he will still have it in a couple of months, couple of weeks. Check that. When he comes to the Northwest, it's going to be something to see. He is one of the most colorful champions in a long, long time. Harley Race, Jack Briscoe, Dory Funk, Dusty Rhodes, all with a lot of color. Rhodes did not hold the title very long. But Ric Flair, one of the young lions in the business. And the man, they say, has spent as much on robes nearly as back in the days of Gorgeous George, but a lot of wrestling talent to back up the bragging that he might do. Ric Flair, only going to be here for a short time. And this heavyweight champion always in great demand around the world. This one maybe more than most. So make sure you take the opportunity to see him when he comes here. We're going to show you later on tonight a little bit about the man, show you some of in some action on a tape direct from Japan. Pumping on the arm. He's got the arm bar and pumping on it. Larry Henning's young son, Kurt. Henning with the shoulders down. Rose getting that extra leverage from the top rope. Sandy Barr suspected something and looked. Without the leverage, you can't keep the shoulders down. Arm drag slam. Rose taken to the canvas again, and Henning to the wing lock. If you want to drop a card and you're interested in spelling the name correctly, it's Kurt with a C, C-U-R-T, Henning, H-E-N-N-I-N-G. Henning. The wing lock being worked by Henning on the Playboy. Double main event tonight, and not likely, of course, just due to time limitations alone. Back and forth they go. Oh, he caught him with an elbow straight up in the air, threw the elbow out to the point of the chin of Henning. Whichever results you're not able to see, whichever match you don't see. Remember, tomorrow morning I'll bring you up to date on KYXI Radio, 1520 on your AM dial, 817, 917, and 1017 with Wrestling Wrap-Up. Turnbuckle treatment on Henning by Rose. From the near neutral corner to the near corner to the left. Taking him to the middle of the ring. It's a straight out kick brought right up to the side of the head. Choking over that top rope. Dumps him back in the ring. The Playboy now in command of the match. And this, of course, is where he gets it all done. This is where he has made his career. This is where he has made his reputation. When you get a man hurt, you put him away. And Henning in danger of having that happen to him right now after a pretty good flurry against the former United States heavyweight champion. Judo chop. Knee drop to the head. Playboy doing all the damage. Another knee drop. Kurt hitting is hurting. He is covered with a body press. The outside leg is hooked, but he only gets a count of 2. The whip into the ropes, catching him flush with the flying elbow. 1, 2, and no. The whip, is he going to try it again? No, he's going to go. He was going to go with a backdrop. He's taken down. Rose taken to the mat, but only for a count of 1. Hitting with a Victor. Oh, looked like he might put him away. The whip, no, it's a reverse whip. Knee lift to the Playboy by Curt Hennig. Hennig to the midsection, then up above. Roundhouse right on Rose. Takes him in the corner, whips him diagonally into the other turnbuckles. And Hennig a little bit angered. Getting hot, coming into the corner after him. Downstairs, roundhouse rights. Brings him out, double knee lift. And that one drops the Playboy. 1, 2. And that's all. And now raining blows on him. Hennig just swinging away. He breaks on the referee's count. We're going to have a whip. What'll he do with him? Drop kick. And he caught him. Catches him again. Up goes again and misses. The veteran that Rose is could almost feel that one in his bones that he was in a routine of drop kicks. He backed off. And that's one of the bad things about a drop kick. When you miss it, you are the one that hurts. And he is down hard. Backbreaker coming up. No, he goes behind. And he catches him in a Cobra clutch. A Cobra clutch that can put him away. This can put him to sleep. He's working on it. Oliver is into the ring. Oliver into the ring, unloading. They are working him over. The referee is tied up in the ropes. They are still working him over. We're going to need some help from out of the dressing room on this one. Here comes Tommy Rogers and Hacksaw Sawyer. Sandy Barr's head still tied. Finally, he gets loose, flies out of the ring practically. As they were double teaming on Hennig. It'll be a DQ, of course. Buddy Rose down at ringside marking up 1. I think that's as if to say, we're going to hurt him. And that's the first. They definitely were out to hurt Hennig. 1 down for Buddy Rose is what he's saying. That is Tommy Rogers up there with Hack Sawyer. Rip Oliver getting in. They tied the referee up in the top 2 strands. Henning is the winner on a DQ, but I'll tell you, he has dearly paid the price of winning that sucker. Well, once again, we ask you to get out a piece of paper, a pad, if you will, and maybe
ギブアップ1対1のタイスコアであります。山田さん、切り札足4の字固めを固めてきましたが、しかし鶴田のこの
Ric Flair, he's coming. Hey, you've been needing a new chair main event. Now that means a heavyweight main event between Sawyer and Hogan. Probably will not be on television, and if not, catch it on radio tomorrow, KYXI radio. At 8:17, the first of 3 wrestling wrap-ups. Oliver and Bourne hold the titles. The titles are not up tonight. Here's Don.
The next event be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit. A relay team match. Introducing in this corner the team of Matt Bourne and Rip Oliver. Their opponents in this corner, the team of King Parsons and Rocky Johnson.
Well, I told you the titles aren't on the line tonight. The Johns, just a minute.
Break and have a kids' night. If you come with an adult, kids will be admitted free next Saturday night.
Rocky and Parsons, knowing full well that if they can beat the champions here in this non-title bout, in Portland especially, there's a little bit more pressure, it seems like. If they can beat him here tonight and on television particularly, it's a big win that should force a title match. Rock wants to get those titles back, and he wants any member of the Army in the ring alone. Watch out. The Army at it again. They had something planned. They kept on their shirts. They've gone after Parsons and Johnson. But they sit out. Double kickoff. Watch out. Oh, Katie, bar the door. They're going after it, and they're getting out of there. Well, that did not work quite the way they expected it to. Well, what a start. What a beginning. Oliver was checking for blood. Right now, Oliver, who with Bourne was so softball player, but also skater, we understand that this coming Wednesday, he hasn't had enough of it with hockey, so he's going to be in a couple of match races against some of the Winter Hawks. That'll be at the Coliseum Wednesday night. Down under, up and over. Buddy Rose, the Playboy, is going to put on his skates and race some young professional hockey players. He's going to race some of the Winter Hawks. He's been out there shooting pucks on the ice and quite frankly impressed some of the radio and newspaper people that I talked to. 260-pounder, he moves around pretty well. Now he's going to try to race some of them on Wednesday. Arm drag slam. A little later on, a big night for this young man. If he wins tonight against Hogan, he gets a shot at the world's champion, Ric Flair, on April 10th. You know him, the champ of the Northwest right now. I'm talking, of course, about my good friend Hacksaw.
How you doing, Mr. Donovan? We'll let the crowd quiet down. You know, Ric Flair's coming in town April the 10th, you know, and there's a lot of controversy. Who's going to wrestle the world heavyweight champion, Ric Flair? And I got a match tonight with Dizzy Hogan. And if I win that match, I've talked to promoter Don Owens, I've talked to promoter Elton Owens, I've talked to promoter Dutch Savage, and they told me if I win that match tonight on April the 10th, I've been entitled to have the first shot with the world heavyweight champion, Ric Flair. And you know, that's a dream of any man's lifetime, to wrestle the world heavyweight champion. I heard he's been on tour in Japan, Mexico. He just travels the world, and he's coming in Portland April the 10th. And I just want to tell you, I'll be more than happy. And all the fans out there, just give me 110% of your backing like you always have, and maybe I'll be the new world heavyweight champion.
That's Hacksaw Sawyer. Hack, thank you much.
Thank you, folks.
Hack's going to be in.
It's the Army hurting more people. Curt Hennig has been injured at the hands of Playboy Buddy Rose and Rip Oliver. The man got the Cobra clutch on me, and he started to choke me. That's the only reason Rip Oliver came to the ring, because he was choking me down. He did not have to hold on legally. Now, Curt Hennig, let me tell you something. You call yourself the new kid on the block. Well, I'm the old bully on the block, and you got to work your way to the top. You just don't walk in that ring and say, give me Buddy Rose, and expect to win a match. You've got to work your way. Either it's a God-given gift, or you got to work your way to the top in anything you do. Myself, it was a God-given gift. I was on top right away because I am a natural. Now, Curt Hennig's dad is a natural. He's been on top all his life. But you're out here on your own, Curt. You're on your own, and you say it took two of us to do it. Don Owens is saying it took two of you to hurt him. Well, let me tell you something, Curt. If you want to get Rocky Johnson, if you want to get Parsons, if you want to get Sawyer or any of those guys to be your partner, I don't think they'll team up with you, because they've seen what happened to you. Let's get some guts and let's get some competition. Did you see him laying out there? He was bloated, blasted, wasted, messed up, creamed, burned out, destroyed, ripped, dripped, died, fried, and laid to the side. We took care of you, Curt Hennig, like you were yesterday's, that's an old saying, garbage.
Wonder how his ribs feel now. What about these other stupid idiots that come out here, Parson and Johnson? Parson, we done put you out 2 or 3 times with a shoulder breaker, boy. When I put it on you, you don't get up from it. And you still, I give you a lot of credit, boy. You got a lot of guts. You still get back in there, but it looks to me like it's not guts. It's pure ignorance.
You gotta take into consideration, Rip, there were 2 different caliber of teams here. We're the champions. They're not. Now, something's on my mind. Hack Sawyer's been able to hold on to this belt, luckily, for the last month or so. And he thinks he's entitled to a title match against Ric Flair when he gets here. Well, just my own opinion, and they're like something else, everybody's got one. I think I'm the #1 contender to wrestle Ric Flair. The nature boy, Ric Flair. The nature boy. What does that mean? Does that mean he runs through the woods naked or what? I knew Ric Flair when he was the U.S. champion, and I know that if I got in the ring with him, that he would have to worry about Matt Bourne and nobody else, and he better have his concentration on that. I want a match with Ric Flair.
Okay, that's it from the Army.
Except one more thing. This man right here is going to show the people how to play hockey. I'm a hockey player, I'm a wrestler, and I'm going to prove it in the near future.
Matt Bourne, let's go beat them idiots and go home.
Let's ring the bell. We've had enough talking for a while. I think that we can get back to wrestling. Oh, a lot of things. Buddy Rose will be out there skating around the rink in a couple of different match races. That's Wednesday night at the Coliseum against the Winterhawks. And it'll be my pleasure to be there, and do a little announcing. Always happy to do that. And I tell you, you will be surprised if you happen to go to the game and stay inside there for between periods, probably between the first and second period, to see Rose with skates on. I've got to give the devil his due. The man get around there a little bit. We're waiting for Johnson and Parsons to come out. There's time.
King and Rocky.
Hey, Frank, I just want to say one thing. We outsmarted them at their own game, brother, and this gives us a chance for a title shot. Okay, I'm not saying the way we won. We went out there and won fair and square. All we did was beat them at their own game, but that makes us #1 challengers, so we're in line for that belt, brothers. And if you think we did something to you tonight, just wait until next week, because I want that belt back, and I'm sure my partner, King, does that. We worked a lot hard, a long time. Now, they hurt King a couple times, but that's all in the past, brother. We ain't in the past no more. We come in front, and we coming for you, and we coming for the belt. So why don't you tell them, King?
Like my partner said, Bourne and Oliver, what goes around, come around. Brother, we showed the people tonight that we could do it. Now, next week, we going all the way. And believe me, Rocky and myself is more than ready.
That's right, Frank. What can I say, Frank, is this is what we want. We worked hard for it. We got ourselves in condition, both mentally and physically, and now we're going after these belts. We had to prove ourselves. They wouldn't give us a title match. We're not complaining about that. They said, hey, why don't you go out and prove yourself? What more can we do? We beat them in the middle, right? 1, 2, 3.
And we might just add quickly, we've got about 30 seconds left, but I'm told there's a Tuesday card coming up in a week or so, and you have said, give me one of the Army, I don't care which one, and make it so it isn't on television.
That's exactly what I said. I said, give me one in the Army. I've been saying that for 4 months, too, right? So I just want to go through that Army. I don't have to go back and tell you what they've done to me. They hurt me bad, but now...
Formal wear. The final minutes of the contest approaching, there were some mixed feelings in the backstage.